hope you're having a good evening or good afternoon wherever you are. I think the world itself needs love in general. And I think each one of us individually could use a little love around this time of the year. My name is Victoria Violet. This is Gypsy Roots Tarot and Travel. Thank you so much for tuning in. We were going to be using the Good Tarot. And then we're also going to be using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Okay? So the two decks we're going to be using, namely, we're going to ask for messages. It is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one reading. We're also going to be using our cartomancy deck if we do need to clarify anything. The cartomancy, I can't even talk. I apologize. The cartomancy deck does resemble playing cards, okay? But that's not what I use them for. So I've already pre-shuffled this one, and I'm going to shuffle the main deck, which is the tarot. And let us begin. Again, it is not a one-to-one reading. It is a general reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you have Venus, Libra in your chart, then this probably will resonate with you, okay? Or even air signs. Possibility. Spirit, we want to know if there's anything in particular that you'd like to tell us today. TGIF to everybody that has tomorrow off. For all my weekend warriors. To my subscribers, I love you to pieces. I'm so grateful for you. There would be no need for a channel if it were not for people like yourself that subscribe. For those that are thinking of subscribing, I do curse. If you've never been here before, I do curse. So take that into consideration. It is my channel. Please don't stop by to tell me what to do on my channel. Especially, I call them the trolls because I don't know what else to call them. Because they're very much into my business. Hello. And I don't appreciate it. So please know this is my channel. It's not your channel, but you are welcome here. So please do not try to direct other people's channels as to what they should say or do on their channel. With that said, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about today, okay? For the cross watchers, if you're here, I don't mind that. Please come to learn something so that you can better get along with your Libra. And don't be here just to snoop. Karma is a you know what. So please don't do that to yourself. All right, let's go. I already have two cards that fell out. Okay, let's see what's coming. Patience. Oh, you have two good cards. I mean, if you want to say patience is a good card, right? It is a virtue. And I'm going to say that. I know it's so cliche. I know. But honestly, there's some occasions where you really do need patience. Like one of them is literally if you're a parent. If you're a sibling of another sibling that has a disability, a learning disability, or anything of that nature, right? If you are a teacher, you have to have patience. A doctor, a nurse has to have patience. To be a loving husband or wife, you need to have patience. So patience is virtue. And I really believe that it's something acquired 98.5% of the time. It's very rare for people to be born with patience. And I was not. I had to acquire it through the years, okay? I don't read the messages through the lives because when I do, the trolls trigger me because I'm an empath. So if you see me looking this way and that way, it's to avoid reading the notes, the messages. Now, with that said, I'm going to say it again. I already did my introductions, but I will say it a few times just for the people coming in. You're so welcomed here. Thank you for writing sweet things. Of course, it all gets erased at the end, not by me. YouTube for some reason, if I go live, none of those comments are kept. Okay? But once this post to my page, to my channel, then yes, if you comment at that time, those comments will be saved. In a way, it's a beautiful thing because when I don't bother to look, I don't have to get incited by the trolls. So let's continue. You have the Six of Fire. So that is the Six of Wands. Something is coming that's very beautiful towards you. But we do have the Hermit card right away. That's the third card. And for those that are wondering why my voice sounds this way, I live in New Hampshire. I'm not originally from New Hampshire. I'm a transplant. I love it here. But there have a lot of different pollens that are allergens, and my system cannot seem to adapt. So last night after the reading was done, I ended up sounding this way. So please just bear with me until I can get back my voice, okay? Okay, so the Hermit. The Hermit is coming out. And we always know the Hermit carries his lantern of enlightenment. So I'm going to be approached by somebody coming pretty quickly here with the Six of Wands. The Hermit is asking you for patience and discernment. So be careful what you agree to. Be careful not to jump the gun things. Let people talk. Listen, hear them out. Page of Water. Okay? Page of Cups. Page of Water. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. Page of Cups. So there's your offer right there. And I think the Page of Cups, they're water skiing on their jet skis. Pretty cool. The Page of Cups came out last night for our nightcap reading. And during that time, I had said, you're not going to like what's coming right off. And the page is like, if we talk people, each group would be approximately a 9-year-old to roughly about a 17, 18-year-old. They're teenagers. So in tarot, if you're looking at a gift, the gift would be perceived as way too small. Okay? Or the offer would be perceived as way too small. But look what comes right after that. That's a Four of Coins. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed success. That's guaranteed security in whatever's coming. I still don't know if it's money that's coming towards you or a relationship. You have a Tower. Holy. You only have, this is the 6th card we've drawn so far. You have a Tower. You have a Tower. I'm going to put that up there. That's a big one. Your finances, it is about your finances. Look at that. It's about the work of your hands, your finances, your career. That's the 10 of Coins, the 10 of Earth. Your monies are taking off. Every time I do a reading for you, more and more I'm convinced that whatever's going on financially in your life, for your career, for your goals, it's growing by leaps and bounds. Oh my goodness. That's the 5 of Fire. I don't know if this is you or not. But that's depending on what comes next. It's almost like someone that tries to trip you up. Ah, the Empress. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? The Empress. Why is the Empress feeling the 5 of Fire? 3 of Air. 3 of Air. I feel like you're going to be hit with either information or somebody reaching out. It's not going to rub you the right way in the beginning. I think that's why you're getting that 5 of Fire. It's not a good card. Okay. Three of air is coming along with the moon. Now, for those that don't know, you may or may not know, we have a harvest moon on the 17th, which will be, I guess, what, next week? Week after that? Let's see, it'll be, no, today is the 13th. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, in 4 days. Yeah, I had to count in 4 days. So what is that? Tuesday? We're going to be having a harvest moon. And the funny thing is, you see how big that moon is? When the harvest moon, when the time of the harvest moon comes, the moon is so huge in the sky that it looks like a bright sun. It's gorgeous. So if you have anything that you want to come to pass, the time to set that intention energetically is now. Start preparing now. Buy some moonstone or pagan. Get some spring water with a clear glass and set that intention. You can write on piece of parchment paper or just white paper that has no lines and write your intentions on it. Always, always, always remember though, when you're doing all these things, do it with a righteous cause, for a righteous reason. Don't ask for frivolous things like, I don't know, I want diamonds, or, no. What do you need in your life? What is going to make your life more comfortable? Do you need a new car? Do you need a home? What do you need? Do you need a new job? Good health? Understand what I'm saying? Spirit, I would like a companion to life. Okay, what kind of companion? Do you want a pet or do you want a human? What kind of human? You've got to be specific, because if not, people come with all kinds of things. And hey, I'm going to say this with a lot of love for anybody out there with any mental illness. But you do have to say, without, addictions or mental illness or etc. Because if you're not equipped to handle those things, that can be very scary, and it can be overwhelming for you to be having to redirect or help those people if it's not something you're accustomed to, okay? But very, very much the moon is here, so let's take a look to see why. Page of Earth, so that's the page of coins. Why am I feeling anybody out there that has young children, most definitely under 18, but more like 15 and under is what I'm getting. Possibly a male child. I feel like some of you Libra Collective are feeling like I don't know. I'm just going to go with it intuitively. I feel like some people that are watching this video, Libra Collective even, may have to separate from someone and may have to leave a child behind. And in leaving that child behind, it makes you feel sorrow. Messenger of water. So these are the knights. So this is the Knight of Cups. What is that messenger bringing? What do they want us to know? They're bringing an offer with that Knight of Cups, offer of love. But look, the sun is also shining on this offer. So oh wow, I just realized that. I'm going to stop for a second and I'm going to show you something. There's the sun and the moon right there. When this happens, that's the yin and the yang. That's the yin and the yang. For a couple, that's the yin and the yang. That's a perfect match when you get the sun and the moon together. Because I can only give you advice, I will never tell you what to do. I will only tell you the possibilities and what you might do, okay, for a better outcome. I will tell you this much as far as we've gotten with this reading. Somebody that's feeling the 5 of fire, meaning either where they are, they're feeling, I feel restrictive. I don't know if you notice that today it's like every time I try to say something, I have to literally think before I speak. That's not the way my brain flows. So I will tell you this. I feel intuitively like whoever it is we're talking about that's wanting to bring you the sun to your moon is feeling restricted. Sorry. I always tell y'all if I have an interruption, it's important whatever I'm about to say. And somebody pulled up to me with a hoodie over their head, which leads me to believe they're doing drugs. Yesterday when I left this same area, I left because not that I have anything against anybody that smokes marijuana. God, I hope he puts his car in park. He almost went forward and there's nothing but water in the front of us. And it's not that I have anything against that, because I'm not gonna be like those weirdos that say, yeah, I've never done that and I didn't inhale. Okay, but because I have a job that's not going to allow me to without having drug testing, I always have to be careful with secondhand smoke. I just don't want to chance anything. Anyway, back to what I was doing. So somebody that's trying to bring the sun to your moon, if you're the moon, Libra, then is having a hard time. And every time they're trying to talk or communicate with someone, if they are met with the 5 of fire, which is the 5 of wands, it's a battle each time they have to communicate. And I feel like I'm having to watch everything I say before I say it to ensure what I'm saying is going to flow correctly. And I feel like they're having to watch everything they say so it doesn't incite anger and a fight. All right. What did I say? 7 of fire, 7 of wands. There's a lot of fire going in here. A lot of fire. So when that happens, you do have to, if I notice, okay, as the reader, if I notice the tone is fire, 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 and it has nothing to do with sex or forward motion, then that's fight. That's not good. Let's see if the chariot is part of that situation. If it's actually someone coming towards you, messenger fire. What did I say? What did I say? And you guys saw me. I shuffled messenger fire. So this is the Knight of Wands. Okay? So the Knight of Wands is coming on that chariot. But this is all fiery. The other thing that might happen, so remember the first card that we drew was the card of patience? I can see circumstance why you would be asked to have patience. Okay? Because if this person tends to not be able to control themselves, meaning they have arguments and fights elsewhere, and then instead of calming that storm inside of them, when they come see you or come speak to you, they tend to take it out on you and project the fire that they're feeling, the rage, the anger, resentment, hurt. They seem to perhaps bring that a little bit with them and maybe project it onto you. That's one reason why you would have to have patience. And at no time am I saying put up with that. Even if it's a kind redirection, I'm noticing, or I feel, right? Use the I feel statements. I feel that perhaps something occurred before you arrived to have a conversation with me, and the hostility is overwhelming. Could we dial it back? I'm here to listen. I'm here, you know, whatever, because it looks like they're bringing the fire to you. And if it was in a passionate way with a lot of love, which I did see, um, a love offer, but that's not saying that's all that's being brought. It looks like fire is being brought because they're not having a good time wherever they are, okay? Ace of Earth is financial. Eighth of Earth is the Ace of Coins. Messenger of Air. So the Knight of Swords. Why do they want to know about your finances? Here we go again. Here we go again with the Emperor. The Emperor's trying to be here. Because here we go with the match to your Empress. Okay? But what it does appear to be is that it's going to take a minute for the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Swords. Because remember, he came, or she came, as the Page of Earth, right? So because of that, it's going to take a minute before you see the Emperor come forward. So when they come forward towards you, that's beautiful as the Emperor, but it's going to take a minute. You will not be addressed by this person as an emperor the first time that they approach you. And for some of you, you haven't spoken to this person in a while, so you don't even know what they're going through, what they have been going through. You have no idea. You probably don't even have an idea as to why they'd want to talk to you, except that if you're accustomed to a revolving door with this individual that keeps returning into your life, then you already know that what they bring with them is drama and empty promises. So that's probably why you're being asked to have patience. Can this person turn into the Emperor? Yes, he or she can. But the issue is that before that happens, you get all the other stuff that's murky, nasty, volatile, and so you have to be able to set boundaries and ensure that the conversation is fruitful and it's not one-sided. I'm going to say that last part again. Ensuring that that conversation isn't all about them, all about their needs, all about what they've been through, all about listening to them, all about being a shoulder to cry on or an ear to listen only to them. If they don't ask you how you've been, and if they don't ask you, how you feel about whatever they're bringing to you conversationally, it's a one-sided conversation, okay? Two of Earth, Two of Coins. So what is the Two of Earth telling us? Things that have not happened, the Magician wants to bring into fruition, wanted to happen. But there's a Hangman. There is a Hangman energy. We got that all through last night's nightcap. So for those who don't know what a nightcap is, in the 80s, in the 90s, that was a very normal, everyday word for everybody to hear, because a nightcap, on all the shows we watched, they would close their day after dinner and everything else. Mostly it was the men that would go into, let's say, the den of the house, and they'd sit around and have their cigars and their, their little shot or what have you of bourbon or whiskey. So it was a nightcap, okay? So for me, even though we're not drinking alcohol, if you have water, you have wine, or you have tea or whatever you want to drink, your lemonade, for all we know, right? It's just what I call night. It's the end of the night, and I'm not doing any more readings, okay? Transformation can come, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I smirked. I did make a snarky noise. Yes, I did. God. I was trying so hard. I was doing so well. I hadn't cursed. Okay. Two of coins. The magician. This is the weak point. Why do I say that? Because both of these are non-action cards. These are non-action cards. The two of coins, I always tell people, think of a juggler. When the juggler is juggling, the balls are up in the air. They haven't fallen, so nothing has been decided. Okay? The hanged man is in perpetual hangman status. Yeah, the magician is here, but it's kind of a joke that this person that we're picking up on is wanting transformation. They want something to move forward. They want something to change. So they're bringing the magician, or the magician could even be God if they're praying to God for the change. But here's the thing. Have you ever tried to help someone? You offer help and you tell them, hey, let me show you how to do this, because you seem to have, a little bit of difficulty. Let me show you an easier way. No, I got it. Okay. And a little while later, hey, do you know how to do this? Yeah, I do. Let me show you. I got it. So why are you calling? And I'm not saying you Libra, but why is the person calling on God as the magician? And why are they calling on God for transformation when they won't let go and let God? God has already given the green light to this person to move forward in life. And I keep saying this because this is a big issue for certain cross watchers and possibly Libra Collective, possibly out there. Not all Libra Collective, but some Libras. So whether it's the Libra Collective or it's the Libra Cross Watcher, someone is having such a hard time letting go of a relationship that is so dead that they're already, the marriage is already the bones. There's nothing left to the body. It's already, the body has already eroded and gone back, into the earth, right? They're part of the earth again. They're powder, they're dust. So all this stuff is bones. Okay? So let me give you another scenario, another metaphor. When somebody has, and again, not meant to trigger anybody, please, if you have any of these ones, see a provider, see a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or an MD. People that, would have extreme anorexia, have you ever seen them? They can be skin and bone. Okay? So I'm using a skeleton as an example that there's no meat on that body anymore. There's the organs have already eroded, already turned to powder. Okay? This marriage has eroded so long ago that there's nothing left except the skeleton. And that skeleton is like a ghost of the past. There's nothing to the marriage except familiarity that person lives there, this person even, or roommate, because they can't stand each other. And God has already given you, 5 months ago, God started giving you, up until August, the authority to divorce. Not because I want it. Please don't think that. I'm only the messenger. But even the Bible tells you that there's certain reasons why you can divorce. So if there's been infidelity, there can be a divorce. If there's, abuse, etc., there can be a divorce, etc., via the law of Moses, okay? So why are you asking God for a transformation? Why are you asking the magician to make a transformation, create a transformation for you, but you still won't let go of that marriage? You won't let go of the relationship that isn't even a relationship anymore. So be careful that we don't become, I'm going to say this, y'all want to comment negatively, I really don't care. Be careful not to become a nuisance to them, to God, to Jesus, to the archangels, because your prayers are listened to and are being answered. So if you say you want to change, but you will not relinquish the relationship, you will not let go of the toxic relationship, you get on their nerves. Yes. Haven't you read the Bible where God becomes angered? We don't have a God that's only one temperament. We don't. So God loves you because he's your father. But as a child, I've been a parent. As much as you love your children, they could be a nuisance when they keep asking you for something. And then you give it to them and they're still crying because maybe it's not what they wanted exactly, or it didn't come when they wanted it. Right? So God is tired of listening to you, whether it's a cross-watcher or a Libra collective, that is asking God to transform the situation for them. Now, I'm going to go one step further and we're going to drop the subject. If you're praying for transformation, if you're praying for God to intercede and intervene for you, for something to happen that you are forced to move forward because you maybe don't have the courage or are confused or don't know what to do, that's the right way to pray. You ask God to intervene, but hold on tightly to non-change, N-O-N, non-change is not working for you because it's been 5 months that God has been giving you the way out. Remember, I kept telling you guys, those that are my subscribers, you might as well keep the door open. And as a matter of fact, start leaving the back door open if you have one. Just leave the door wide open from the front and wide open from the back, because they're going to come in, and no sooner do they come in, they leave. Well, now they're not even in that mode of thought. Now they're at, I want to leave, I want transformation. Okay, we'll go. Unless you have restraints on you and tied to a chair or a bed or a jail cell, God has been giving you the ability to leave and transform your life at any time. Now, if you have a lot of fear in your heart, well, that's different. Ask God to remove the fear that's in your heart so you can move forward to make the change for yourself. But if you tell God you want change, you want to transform something between the Libra and you call for the transformation from God, but then you hold on tightly and say, no, I'm not going to move. What the hell? God cannot do both things for you. You have to make up your mind steady, because if you don't, all you're telling God is, I want it, no, I don't. I want it, no, I don't. I want it, no, I don't. So God doesn't know what to give you or how to help you, because you have to remember the universe gives you what you ask for. Because once they get tired of trying to help you, they just kind of push you off the cliff and go, oops, was that me? Yeah, because you wouldn't freaking jump off. Okay? It's already been shuffled, are coming. Now I have to go to my glasses because these are small print here. Oh, wow. The High Lady of Loving Compassion, reverence, kindness, and consideration. So you have the High Priestess right there. Okay? Thank God that, again, YouTube moves all these crazy things that people write. The Swan Queen. And again, this channel, and I'm saying this for YouTube's sake, this channel is for 18 and over. It's restricted by no children. So if parents walk in on me talking, giving my information for the tarot, as being your kid, because at no time do I say that this is for under 18-year-olds, okay? And I say that because of the things that people are writing. The Swan Queen. So now you have transform. Wow. I'm telling you guys, God is trying to transform all of this shit, but God can only help you when you're ready. Remember, because he gave us free will. Transformation, intuition, and patience. Wow. And look how beautiful he is matching. You see the 13? It's today, Friday the 13th. The Metal King. So who do you think that is? The Libra King. The King of Swords. Discipline, armor, and boundaries. Gaia's Garden. Says fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. So that's why we have to be very careful, because we do reap what we sow. So if you do good in the world, it'll come back to you. Maybe not by the same person that you helped or did your good towards, but it will come back. I promise you that. This is the Camel Boy. Small steps asking for help. So even if it's in small increments, small steps, take the small steps to ask for help. But when you ask for help, move forward. Stop allowing fear to entrap you and engulf you and make you so paranoid that you don't move forward. Look what there is in the movement forward. If you step out of your comfort zone, if you stop being okay for courage, look what you get. The sacred union. How beautiful is that? Isn't that what most adults yearn for? Is a sacred union where you can have an affinity to that one person that you're in love with, and that it can be long lasting because it's reciprocal. The Eagle King. Interesting. This must be the King of Air. Is it the King of Air? It says the big picture, angelic help. Or is it the fire? Might be fire. That's beautiful. No, it is. Wait a minute, but then that's the Metal King. These are dealing mentals. The Eagle King. It has to be air. But we already have the Metal King. So that has to be, I believe it's fire then. The Fire King, the Eagle, and the Metal King. So you have two kings here, regardless. The map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. What did I just finish telling you guys? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we'd like to see change in someone else. We can only control what we change, or how we react, or how we act. Hi, Israel. And we have to be authentic. And I've been saying that over and over again. If you want that change, you have to mean it. You have to actually want it and desire it. You can't just tell God you want to change, but then you don't. The Queen of the Light. Enlightenment and celebration. Isn't that beautiful? So you're trying, God is trying to illuminate you. The prison wolf. Self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. See that? Self-sabotage. Oh my Lord. Self-sabotage. I mean, we can't even get any better than that. I don't think I'm going to proceed further than that with these cards, because basically, oh wow, basically it's clarifying by telling you what I just said. You can't ask God, the magician, for transformation, for the change, but then you self-sabotage. The hell's that? Okay, I'm reading the last card in the deck, and it says the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock. Total paradigm shift. I've been talking about a paradigm shift for the last 2 days. At the very least. Is there anything, Spirit, that you'd like to tell us in closing of this particular reading, please and thank you, that maybe we didn't touch upon, or anything further advice-wise that you'd like to share with the Libra Collective at this time, or even the Cross Watcher if they're watching? I do shuffle a great deal, and that's because I want Spirit to answer authentically, and me not to just assume that they're ready to answer. I do get a feeling intuitively when the cards are ready. If you not like the shuffling part, you're most welcome to fast forward. Oof, I see. Okay. All right. That one too. I said Spirit. That's too long already, but thank you. Okay, let's take a look. See. Oh my God. You can't make it up. I just finished saying, this person has not made up their mind, and they're self-sabotaging anything that they're approaching God with. Make a decision. No, when it's crossed like that, that means they're at a crossroads with the Two of Wands. There's no decision that has been made because they're constantly weighing, do I go left or do I go right? They haven't made up their minds. What they want is to move forward. They want star power. They want the change, you know, and God is telling them it is a go. It's a go. Oh my God. Some of you guys are dealing with a divorce or a discussion, divorce, and if the discussion has not occurred, it's when do I discuss that I want a divorce? Divorce, termination. What holds the person back a lot is constantly thinking about money and whether their career, their job, is going to be enough to carry them and give towards whatever goes with the divorce. They are dealing with the Queen of Coins, and either all of these thoughts or arguments started back in August. So we're already in September. So Spirit has already been telling this person, whether they're a Libra Collective or whether they're a Cross Watcher, it's time to make the change. Make your decision and stick to it. Because that's the other thing, is that this person has been really wishy-washy. Pardon me. Oh, something flew my windpipe there. When it comes to what they're asking from God, they keep asking God to help make this decision and to step into the decision to finally cause that change that they so want. But don't do it. So there's only two things that I see here, and I'm going to close with that. One, this paradigm shift that is wanting to occur is going to occur because this is the Lady of Lightning. So what happens when lightning strikes you? Right? It causes a reaction, right? Causes something to happen within you. So that could be God saying, I'm taking things into my own hands and I'm going to force the hand of saying, do I go left or do I go right? And this person, it could have been years that they're standing at the crossroads. It could have been the last 5 months that I've been picking up the same people on these readings, that they just don't seem to be able to make those decisions to step out of this relationship they find themselves in. And if God does not decide to kind of pull the rug out from underneath them and force them to do that step forward and out of the door, out of that comfort zone, because as bad as that relationship is, they find comfort in that they know what to expect from it. And the unknown, although it's attractive to them and they'd love to be in that new life, they fear the new life because they don't know what the person is capable of in reference to hurting them. Possibly they think somebody could take them for all they're worth or something of that nature, right? So because we have free will, if God does not choose to pull the rug out from underneath the person or push them off the cliff finally, then God's just going to say, okay, forgive me, I'm always itching when I'm reading. Then have it your way, Burger King. There's your free will. I wash my hands like Pontius Pilate did. Wash my hands for you. And since you did not take that open door that's been open and that key has been in your hands all along to unlock the door and step out anytime you want it from your prison cell, now I'm going to take the key back from you because, hey, other people need to use that key to get themselves out of bad relationships that really mean it. So give me back the key. I'm closing the door because you're not stepping out anyway. I'm locking that door back again. And your plight that you need to live now in this life, you can't seem to get past this one particular life lesson, stay in where you are. I'm locking the door behind you because I gotta go. Other people need my attention. And I've given you time and time and time and time again my attention. Oh, you want my ear? You want audience? I'm here. What do you need? I need to get out. Okay. So it's like they keep opening for you, but you don't walk out. As a matter of fact, at least 4 different times this year alone, you've literally gotten that door and closed it yourself and stayed. So again, there's only 2 things. We're at a precipice here. There's only 2 things that can happen right this moment. And I want to say from now till October and at the latest December. Finito. Finito. Capiche? Finito. If you're not out by October and have something signed and it's not finalized by December, I'm sorry, but God is not going to help you out of your situation. Nope, you are stuck till death do you part. And whatever the relationship is, as fucked up as it is, that you keep complaining about, you are stuck there. So, tough titties, querías. That's what you wanted, you got it, Toyota. Whatever. So remember, God enforces free will. But it keeps hearing you, oh, I want out of this situation, it's horrible. Oh, I can't handle it anymore. Okay, I'm not trying to make fun of people. Been there, done that. I've been in bad relationships. But I will tell you what, you gotta go, when it's time to go, shoot, I'm the first one to the door. Like, please bring the key. Bring the skeleton key. Let me out of here. I am done. I am done. But it does take a big person, a wise person, to know when to go. Because there's nothing good left to that relationship. There's nothing left for you to be there for. And don't bring the children into this. Don't. As a tarot reader, I cannot stand people that say, I'm staying because of the children. Okay. Again, reiterating what God said, what Spirit said. If you choose to stay, that's your free will. But you don't have a right to be crying to people that you're staying for the children. Oh, the poor children. You want to stay? Stay. But don't act like you're a martyr. Because you can't be a martyr and asking God to get you out of it at the same time. Is what I'm saying. Stay and just be quiet about it already. Stay and stop making a big deal about it already. You can't have it both ways. You're not a martyr. Jesus was a martyr. You are not just. Sorry. Again, guys, I love you very much. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We will be back later on this evening, tonight, with our nightcap, if God is willing. And until then, thank you so much for stopping by Gypsy Roots Tarot and Travel. This has been Victoria Violet coming to you with today's reading. Let us see what Spirit surprises us with later today. And if I do not see you again, well, thank you so much for your time that you spent here. May you be blessed. Bye.